Right, so we have the graph of f of x shown here in red. So we'll go ahead and indicate this. And what we want to do is draw the graph of negative f of x. So that's just a reflection across the x-axis. So all the points on this red graph are going to basically, you're just going to change the sign of the y coordinate. So let's actually pick 3 points here, and we'll have, what is this, negative 3 comma 1, and when we reflect this across the x-axis, we're going to end up with negative 3 comma negative 1. So this is negative 3 comma negative 1. Then pick this second point here. This is 0 comma 4. And when we reflect this, we end up with 0 comma negative 4. Finally, we take, let's see, this is negative, no, this is 2 comma negative 1. And when we reflect this across the x-axis, we end up with 2 comma positive 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and connect these dots. Boom. Boom. So here is our graph of negative f of x. Now for the second part of this question, we have, let's see, f of x plus 3. Now this is, we're adding a constant to the inside of this function, so you remember that we would always set up, the general equation would be to take x plus c, set it equal to 0, and then solve for x. So in this case, we're going to have x, which is x plus 3, equal to 0, and we end up with x is equal to negative 3. So what this indicates is that this is going to be left shift by 3 units. Alright, so let's see if we can squeeze this one on here. We take the take these same 3 points from f of x. Let's start with negative 3 comma positive 1, and let's move over to the left 3 units. So we end up with, let's see, 1, 2, 3. And that will be negative 6 comma 1. And then this point 0 comma 4 on f of x, when we shift it to the left, 1, 2, 3 spaces, we end up with negative 3 comma 4. Alright, see if we can see, starting on the graph of f of x, we have 2 comma negative 1, shift it to the left 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. There's second space, and that is, see if I can get this in here, negative 1 comma negative 1. So connect these dots, there, there. Okay, and that is your graph of f of x plus 3.